And out of the blue, she realised that she was actually entitled to an inheritance from a distant relative of hers, mind you. So it wasn't like I said, it wasn't expected income. And there was about, I think it was £7,000 at the time that she ended up manifesting, and she couldn't believe it. Hi, it's Suman Mangra here with Manifestation Maven, and welcome back to my Manifesting Stories series. Today's story is about one of my clients. I'm going to call her Mira for privacy reasons, and this one is about manifesting money. Now, again, as always, I say, if you wish to send a story into me and you wish to anonymize yourself, that's absolutely fine. But please do send the stories into me. But for now, I'm sharing stories to do with clients that I've worked with and the manifestations they've achieved. As I know, it can be very inspiring, and it just gives you an inside, like a little glance into the work that I do and the results you can also receive as part of working with me. So Mira, like I said, she'd already had sessions with me at that point. And then she got back in touch with me when she wanted more sessions, but money was tight for her. But not just for like sessions with me, but even for like rent and things like that. And she got in touch with me and she says, look, financially things are a bit tight at the moment. And I'm not quite sure where the money's going to come from. Things are, a bit tight. And I just said to her, are you using the techniques you've worked on already with me previously? And she's like, well, yeah, I think I am, but like I need a bit of a refresher. So I reminded her, like, stop focusing on the lack. When you're focusing on the money not being there, then you're going to manifest more of that. So I said, focus on the feeling that of already having enough. I'd encouraged her in the past, in the sessions we've done, about, acting as if the money's already there. It's on its way to her, not worrying about the how of how it's going to arrive. And to keep bringing herself to the emotions. So having the relief, the gratitude, feeling abundance, feeling the peace. Sometimes we can lose peace of mind when finances are not great. And also I said, don't forget to use your affirmations. Simple ones like money comes to me easily. Money comes to me effortlessly. I receive money in unexpected and expected ways. So the key wasn't just repeating the words. It was saying them with the belief and that gratitude, and money comes to me so easily. And when money has come to someone easily, imagine how that person feels. Feel those feelings, or imagine in the past when you've already felt that when it's happened to you before. Put yourself back in that space energetically and mentally. And then about 2 weeks later, she called me and she was completely shocked. And I was completely shocked actually when she shared it with me. And out of the blue, she realised that she was actually entitled to an inheritance from a distant relative of hers, mind you. So it wasn't like I said, it wasn't expected income. And there was about, I think it was £7,000 at the time that she ended up manifesting, and she couldn't believe it. And she says to me, the first thing she said, I can finally book my sessions with you. And, it wasn't just the affirmations on their own, the energy and being in that abundance mindset, not being in that lack scarcity mindset. Those are the key things as well that she had to put into play for this to, like, the universe to send this to her. So this is why I just encourage everybody to use affirmations along with all the other work you're doing. But sometimes affirmations alone aren't enough. Just like maybe vision boards alone might not be enough. So affirmations are powerful still, though, because it still is a way of training your mind. And it's the subconscious, like, programming that you're doing to yourself when you're saying these words. Your subconscious is listening to everything all the time. So program it with the correct, like, ideologies and, ideas and beliefs that you want it to have. So the words you repeat every day become your thoughts you believe. The thoughts will influence how you feel, and then that will influence how you think, the choices you make, the opportunities you take, and just the energy you're putting out to the universe. So this is why affirmations are still part of my favorite tools, and I continue to use them myself. But again, the acting as if and letting go of the how. Okay, so if you enjoyed this story, please do drop a comment below of your thoughts. If you've got stories to share with me, please do send them through. Again, you can DM me on the platform that you're seeing the video, or you can, of course, email me at suman@manifestationmaven.co.uk, and I look forward to sharing more stories with you.